Heaven often came closest during moments of exhaustion, not while people were powerful, not while they felt spiritually strong, but while they were afraid, uncertain, and emotionally worn down. There is a reason the phrase "do not be afraid" appears so often in angelic encounters, because fear is usually the first human reaction to realizing we are not as alone as we thought. Sometimes angels appeared as protectors, standing unseen between danger and the vulnerable. Sometimes they arrived as messengers, carrying words into moments of confusion and despair. And sometimes they simply remained near people who were too exhausted to continue on their own. The Bible describes angels in deserts, in prisons, in storms, in silent fields at night, not in places of comfort, but in places where human beings reached the limits of their strength. That changes the way we understand these stories, because Scripture is not trying to entertain curiosity alone. It is trying to remind frightened people that heaven has always moved quietly beside human weakness. Even now, tonight, somewhere in the world, someone is lying awake with tears in their eyes. Someone else is afraid to fall asleep because their thoughts grow too heavy in darkness. Someone feels abandoned, forgotten, unnoticed by everyone around them. And yet, the Bible repeatedly whispers the same truth across centuries. God has never been absent from the night. Sometimes, heaven moves most gently when human beings are most fragile. Not dramatically, not loudly, but silently. Like breath, like peace slowly entering a restless room. There is another detail people often miss. Many biblical encounters with angels happened while people were resting, hiding, or sleeping. Jacob saw heaven while lying alone in the wilderness, with a stone beneath his head. Peter was sleeping in chains before divine help arrived. Joseph received guidance in dreams, while the world around him remained silent. Nighttime mattered in Scripture, because night strips away illusion. In darkness, people stop pretending they are in control. And perhaps that is why heaven often spoke most clearly there. Not to the proud, not to the loud, but to tired souls, finally quiet enough to listen. Maybe that is why you are here tonight too. Not simply to hear stories, but because something inside you is searching for rest, searching for reassurance, searching for the feeling that you do not have to carry every fear alone. And if Scripture teaches anything, through these quiet encounters, fear alone, it is this. And if the unseen presence of God through these quiet is often closest to people who believe, and if the unseen presence of God through these so tonight is often closest to people still around who believe, and if the unseen presence of God through these so tonight is often closest and allow these and if the unseen presence of God gently so tonight is often closest and allow these and if the unseen presence of God gently long to force struggles grow and allow these ancient before glowing gently long to force struggles grow and allow these ancient before glowing gently long to force struggles grow before glowing gently long to force